I wonder, as thoughts wander, was it long ago? Am I talking myself into corners of our journey, seed though slowly sown, brought the gift of joy. Now no one needs something, a place to right our wrongs, and one day listen back and hear you sing along. Who knew you'd be the one to let me know? I still remember talking, though I was never wandering on my own. I still remember walking. Just remember, just remember. I want to stay with you ever long, you know. Confession and every lesson learned along the road. No broken-hearted hope to ever find themselves in place to reason why love is forever. It crossed my heart, it crossed my mind, and crossed the room I caught an eye this time, calling me home. Who knew you'd be the one to let me know? I still remember talking, oh, I was never wandering on my own. I still remember walking. I knew you'd be the one to let me know. I still remember talking, though I was never wandering on my own. I still remember walking. Just remember, just remember, just remember.
Maddie, on this special day, in the presence of our friends, family and loved ones, I commit to you as my partner in life. You are positive, thoughtful and beautiful. You are kind, compassionate and loyal. You are my lover, my best friend. Bloody hell.
Like father, like son.
And your heart and soul inspire me to be the best version of me that I can. You have supported me through my best and most difficult moments, and together we've created a love for each other that is unconditional. You know me better than anyone else in the whole world, yet somehow you manage to love me for who I am. You've shown me more love than I have ever known, and for that I am thankful and fortunate. I knew from our very first date, when you brought me your homemade bacon in a tin shaped like a love heart, that you was a keeper. We drank cherry Bakewell cocktails and shared laughs together all night. I hated the thought that the night had to end. But as I walked you back to your car and we shared our first nervous kiss, I knew from that moment on I wanted to share all my kisses with you. Now, almost 8 years on, we enter a new chapter in our story together. I can honestly say that those butterflies still exist to this day. So give me your good days, your bad days, your no makeup days and your frizzy hair days. And I will give you all my love to make everything okay. I vow to be honest with you, support you and chase away the house spiders. To encourage you, adore you and always be there to give you those shoulder rubs. When you are cold, I will bring you warmth. When you are sad, I will bring you joy. Because of you, I laugh, I smile, I dare to dream of the life that I've always imagined. I promise to be faithful, to be there when you need me, and to grow old alongside you, but never grow up. So whether times are good or bad, happy or sad, always know that these are not just my promises, they are my privileges. So let's build a home of love, joy and laughter, a supportive place for ourselves and our beautiful children. As I end my vows by saying, I love you with all my heart, and by promising the promise of forever, eternity, and until death do us part.
Jimmy, from a young age, I've witnessed both sides of relationships. I've seen heartbreaks before my eyes, but I've also seen that long-lasting love that's never dying, which came from my nan and granddad. They stood the test of time, sticking together, for better and for worse, for richer and poorer, in sickness and in health, loving and cherishing each other until death they did part. I've seen their devotion and pure never-ending love for each other. It seemed like they lived a fairy tale, but I always knew things were never always easy for them. Like any relationship, they had their challenges. Yet still, they lived by their words and those vows that they promised to keep. This has always played a massive role in my search for the one. I wanted everything that they had ever had and nothing ever compared. Until 8 years ago. When I pulled up my big girl pants and plucked up the courage to make the first move. Seeing as you wasn't going to do it. I knew from the very beginning that you was the one. You've shown me how to really love myself while loving me through all my flaws. You've given me the most amazing almost 8 years, along with our 3 beautiful babies in that time. As well as being my rock, my crutch, and my light in my darkest of times. In you, I found not just a husband, but a soulmate and a best friend. Someone who is my top supporter, inspires me, honours, protects and respects me. So, my promises to you are that I promise to challenge you and accept challenges from you on occasion. I promise to accept you for all that you have been, for all that you are today, and for all that you will become. I promise to stand behind you as not just your wife, but as your best friend. I promise to have your back no matter the situation, even if I don't agree with you. I promise to laugh and share the good times with you, but to forever be there when you need me, to cry with you, hold you, and carry you in the bad times. I promise to cherish you always and treasure every moment we have together, and above all, I promise to continue loving you unconditionally. I promise to love you when our life seems easy and when it's hard, when our love is simple and when it could be more of an effort. I love you, James Paul White, forever and always, until death do you part.
I'm delighted to announce, for the second time, you as husband and wife, and you may kiss your bride.
Come here. We did it!
Starting to feel like myself again. Here in forward motion, I'll never forget the way you looked at me. I could never forget the way you look at me.
He's got himself a family now, lovely bride. He's become a very good father. He's took his career responsibly. I mean, how can I take the mickey out of him? But one thing that does stand out in my mind, long time ago, when he was about this big, we took him to West Ham United football ground, and it was the first time he'd ever been there. And we pulled up, we managed to get parked right outside the gates, and there's a big 6'6" gate man there, making sure everyone behaves themselves. And he jumps out of the car, West Ham gear, head to toe, full West Ham kit. He jumps out and goes to this man, "I support West Ham." And I'll never forget, that just sticks out in my mind. It's really good. I'd just like to congratulate the two of them. Maddie's a lovely girl. So Alfie and Hazel. Just like to welcome you into our family.
Your wife too.
And you as well. And if you'd all like to join me in a toast to the bride and groom.
Bride and groom.
Bride and groom.
I haven't got any terrible stories to tell you about Maddie. Really, none that. Yeah, she was always a good girl, very shy. Didn't like men for plenty of years, used to scream at them. So there you go. Yeah, that's where Jude gets it from. So yes, and I'd like to thank Jimmy, giving me 3 wonderful grandchildren, and yeah, I'd just like to raise my glass to Maddie and say congratulations to you both, and all the best for the future. You make a lovely couple. Thank you. And thank you everyone for coming.
And saving the best till last. My beautiful bride, my best friend, my soulmate, the mother of our children, my absolute rock. We first met in the gym that I go to. You as a personal trainer there, you gave me a massive smile when I came through the door, and I just instantly knew that I fancied the pants off of you. Jude! You bring out the best in me. You're the girl that ticks all of my boxes. What you call your imperfections are what I call my perfections. Let me start again. What you call your imperfections are my perfections. You love me for who I am, and you have just the biggest heart. You didn't even get mad at me when I threw the remote at the TV and smashed it when West Ham lost the lead. In fact, you just pointed at me and laughed. But that's exactly who you are. That's why our relationship works. It's why I love you so much. I can't wait to spend the rest of my days trying to make you happy. So everybody, can we now stand up? Raise our glasses to the new Mrs. White. Mrs. White.
Now, obviously, as my younger brother, I've always looked down on him. But all jokes aside, he is a fine specimen of a man and always gives his all in everything he does. Not that long ago, he scratched his leg playing football and was sidelined for a while. But he defied all the odds and is now playing again and still waiting for that call from West Ham. Just want to say, well done, guys. Have an amazing day, and that you deserve all the happiness in the world. So can everyone now please join me in a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. White, Jimmy and Maddie, to the bride and groom. Thank you. Oh.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. And I want to spend my life with you. Me say, sing, baby, since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. Oh, baby, let's stay together, loving you weather, times are good or bad, happy or sad. Ooh, yeah. Whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Why people break up, oh, and turn around and make up? I just can't decide.